questions about Loyola, about our team?
What Brendan did play in the exhibition? Is there a reason for that?
Not specifically, just that he's not ahead of the four guys that are playing ahead of him.
How much playing time you kind of envision for him?
It's just based on how each game goes. But right now he's the fifth big guy.
Is he kind of frustrated about he was pretty significant figure at times?
He brings a good attitude every day. He works real hard, he has had some physical problems that I think finally kind of getting under control, including a problem with his back again this summer that I think we've got figured out. He's doing a good job, and he keeps working hard. I'm sure some minutes are going to come his way at some point here, but he's not ahead of Josh, Reeves, or the Wares, and he's got to play really the four. Four is what he's best suited for, and he can play some five.
Stover update?
They're still trying to come back. I mean, it's going to be, more time. Trainer Leif told me yesterday that he had a really good day. I think it was yesterday in terms of their working together and rehabbing.
Josh seemed to have that ankle pretty heavily iced after the game. Is that something that could be an ongoing concern, or do you think that it'll be?
Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. He sprained it. I guess it's, been about 10 days now. It was a Friday, the day after we scrimmaged Fullerton. So, I think it's getting better. It was pretty sore that last week, this past week, a week ago today, but it's improved.
Loyola didn't have quite the year they were expecting last year. A lot of it's injuries. What do you kind of see about them going forward?
Yeah, they're good. I mean, I look at their personnel right now, and they had a guard after 6 games, hurt his foot, Du Bois, a kid from Westchester High School. He's a very good player, lefty, really can score. Their 2 guards are very, very good players. Ireland is starting point, very quick, athletic, change of pace, change of speed, shoots it really well. They have a lot of guys back. They have a lot of experience from a year ago, and they were a very young team. Viney will be back at some point. He's not expected, my understanding is, to play on Friday. But they're inside guys. This kid Ashley is a good player, a 4-man that's a face-up forward, that's quick and active off the dribble. And Ashley Hamilton, he can score. And their big kid inside, the big African kid, Godwin, is a good, strong, physical player. I like their kid coming off the bench, another African, number 24, a 3-man, shoots the ball well. And they start Quincy Lawson at the 3. So, they've got good personnel. They're well coached. This, will be a tough first game for us.
You guys got your first road show game out of the way. How did it feel when you find the logistical problems that you have to deal with?
That was further out than obviously the sports arena. I mean, that's a good drive out there. And we spent the night out there the night before. And like I said, after the game, I was pleased with the turnout we had for our Sunday, with it raining and everything. We had a nice showing, and San Bernardino had a lot of support there for them. So it was a good game for us. I think they're a good team. A lot of those kids were at Division I, or they like if they were in the Big Sky Conference where I coached at NAU, they'd be a very competitive team in a Division I league like that right now.
Coach, you expect to use the same starting lineup on Friday?
Yeah, but it's always subject to change. It's not set in stone.
Why not start Josh?
Were you at the game? Yeah, I talked about it afterwards. Kind of the same reason why we went away from it after early in the season last year. A lot of times officials are trying to set a tone, and I just don't want him to pick up a quick early foul. And you saw Travis got in foul troubles. Travis started the 5 the other day. He got 2 quick fouls. I played him with 2 fouls in the first half, and we took him out. And he's playing pretty well with 4 minutes to go, and make sure he didn't get his third, and then he got his third right away. Josh is fine with it. That he's going to play his minutes, and he played well.
How long before games of sports will you actually have to leave campus to get to?
Well, if we're leaving on the day of the game, which will be the case when we start conference games, like for example, this Friday is a holiday coming up. What is it, Veterans Day? And so we will go down Thursday night after practice and spend the night in a hotel down near there, do the shoot around at Sports Arena at 1 o'clock, and then go from the hotel to the game versus not, because traffic, how traffic is here. You can never know for sure. But when we are leaving for Thursday games during the conference, when we're going to be going to school, doing our shoot around here, having pregame, we'll leave here around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and get down there early.
The shoot around will be the third time we will have been there with the team.
Yeah.
Coach, could this be your longest team as far as defensively with so many bigs that you have?
Yeah, it'd be nice to get Stover back, because I think his length is the length that bothers more people than anybody. Josh has good length and size combined, but we do have a lot of length. But Stover is a kid that I think in our program that changes more shots and is able to alter shots better than anybody.
You were talking about Josh and your twins getting in foul trouble in the exhibition. Does that make your job easier? Because I know you were concerned a lot about Josh's fouls last year, but it seems like you have a lot more depth as far as bigs.
Yeah, our strength is definitely our front line, and we've got, that's why he's asking about Brendan. I mean, Brendan's, solid kid, and he's just behind some really good players in the twins and Josh and Reeves. That's where our strength is. So much so that, we're playing Dave at the 3 because that's kind of where we're shorthanded with the, NBA defections that happened in the spring. I didn't go in the last year thinking that in the springtime we'd lose both Malcolm and Tyler. And it's hard to, know.
Did you get a chance to talk to Malcolm?
I did. I saw Darren Collison and Malcolm and Alfred Aboya all out there at the game after the game the other night, so that was nice.
Malcolm, see they regret?
No, I don't even ask him or go into what good doesn't mean anything. I mean, that doesn't change anything. It is what it is. They're all waiting. I think they have a big meeting set for what? Is it tomorrow? That just what I'm reading myself is like, tomorrow's a big day for whether the NBA solves their problems or it continues on.
What you see on the film that you're concerned about going forward?
Oh, just our ability, number one, to stay in front of the ball, guard the dribble, our intensity defensively, way too much standing, too much relaxation and relaxing defensively. We've got to do a better job with our shot selection. We shot 39% from the field against San Bernardino, and some of it was definitely their good defense, but also some of it was our being rushed and looking to, we had a couple shots that were blocked, really contested, where we've got to, make better decisions. We had 2 or 3 air banks from, 3 feet and in on layups where we're going too fast or just misreading the plays.
You guys just trying to do too much?
Yeah, it's just, the first game jitters too, playing in front of people, the adrenaline flowing, going too fast. When you slow down, things seem to open up a lot more than when you try to speed up and go faster than you need to.
Coach, Josh, I think shot around 61% last year from the free throw line, 77% in San Bernardino. Kind of talk about how important that number is going to be for him this year.
Yeah, he's going to get the foul line a lot because he gets fouled a lot. He's just a load to handle. And I was looking at one photo of him getting fouled in the paper. I don't know where I saw it, where he was getting fouled in that game on Sunday. He gets fouled a lot, so he's going to be at the line. And I think his free throw shot is much improved from where it was a year ago at this time. And he has a lot of confidence in his foul shot and is shooting them very well. Really nice compact stroke. It looks really good, Is
there a target? Do you have like a number that you're saying we need you at this percentage?
You know, anything above 70% is great. You know, for him. So I'm happy when he's shooting over 70%. You know, and 25 for 32 is, you know, what he's taken in the scrimmage plus that. And I know that because he was 11 for 14 in the scrimmage, so he shot a good percentage in both our scrimmage and our game.
Will be the new Derek Williams in terms of free throws?
Oh, I don't know about that. It's just, you know, we'll see. I think Derek Williams got to the line 9 or 10 times a game and last year, and I could see Josh getting that many times.
He talked after the game about, you know, not getting and ones instead of going to the line for 2.5. Is that something you're going to harp on him, is going up a little stronger and trying to make sure on that?
You know, he did a decent job. One thing that I want him to do better, and we watched the whole game yesterday as a team, is that sometimes he dribbles right in the middle of the paint there when he gets the ball. I would like him to not dribble and catch it so he can go straight up without dribbling it, because I think it slows down his release a little bit, and then people are able to react to him a little quicker because he's taking the time to dribble.
Coach, we talk a lot about the front line, but what about the guard play? Without Jeremy, what are you expecting or hoping to see from your guard?
Well, I thought that Lamb did a very good job defensively for the most part in that game, and you know he's going to have that role of taking on the other team's two guard a lot of the time, and it's going to be always a big role. I thought that you know Zeke got in foul trouble in the second half, and had a couple of you know fouls that were ill-advised. You know, reaching in. Guy went around one time. He was reaching for me. We got to keep him out of foul trouble, and in particular. You know, when we're not with Jeremy. So that was a factor in the game. You know, we had 14 turnovers, and we want to keep that down a little bit lower if we can. We outboarded them by 10, which was, you know, a goal to be able to beat people on the boards by 10 is good.
How was David Weir's defensive threat?
I thought that he got extended out a few times defensively and got driven on 2 occasions in a row, where he's just got to learn to have a little more of a gap. It kind of depends who you're guarding. You can know who you can gap and who you got to be tighter to, but overall he did a good job. Took a big charge at the end of the game that was important. Reeves also took a charge there in the last few minutes that were good plays for us.
From a scoring standpoint, anything you get from Tyler, is that a bonus, or do you?
No, I think that Tyler will score, you know, consistently. The other night he's playing right in front of his family and friends, and he only I think took 6 shots in that game in 34 minutes. But you know he's gonna have an opportunity to I think score on a consistent basis for us. Yeah, I've always liked a team that has, you know, 4, 5, 6 guys in double figures. I think we had 4 the other night, but you want to have good balance within your team.
Any other questions?
Okay, thanks.